Hello, nobody. It's been a pretty big day for Bitcoin, pretty big couple weeks actually. It's been hitting new all-time highs. We're entering the price discovery phase of this cycle, and I thought I might as well, in true break time chats fashion, have a little chat with you on my work break and maybe just try and bring you down a little bit, remind you that this is Bitcoin we're dealing with here. This isn't going to keep going up forever. It's not going to keep climbing upwards. We're not going to keep hitting new all-time highs every day, although it feels like it's going to keep doing that. But I can promise you there will be dips along the way. And I just want to help mentally prepare maybe the newcomers and give a nice reminder of all the times in the past like 4 years or so since I got into Bitcoin of some of the more substantial dips, like the 20 to 25% or more range, because there has been a lot of them. And if it's your first cycle or maybe even your second cycle, it still is very uncomfortable watching the fiat value of your Bitcoin fluctuate so much. It's a good reminder to hear about those times. It's going to go down. There's nothing you can do about it. There's no way to predict it. And you just have to believe in the long term. You just got to evaluate your own position financially and see, can you afford to maybe accumulate a bit more, or maybe you hold off for now. And if you do want to accumulate some more, just be mentally prepared that there could be a substantial dip just around the corner. I want to just go over the last 4 years of some of the more substantial dips Bitcoin has experienced. Just going to run down them real quick and remind you all that this is a volatile asset. And if you don't have strong will, and if you're just speculating on the price short term, you're going to get wrecked. You got to believe in Bitcoin in the long term, and you got to be able to stomach some volatilities. Back in middle of May 2021, Bitcoin crashed about 40% or so. It was around the time when China was banning Bitcoin mining, and Elon, he no longer accepted Bitcoin on his website, and it was just, it was about a 40% crash there. Then in June, July of 2021, we had about a 25 crash or dip, whatever you want to call it. I'd call that a dip. And then at the end of the year in 2021, around November, there's a pretty significant crash that kind of went on into the new year, January 2022. It crashed about 42%. There was a lot of concerns about the rising interest rates and just general bearish sentiment around that time. And then in March 2022, it crashed again. It went down about 20-something%. Russia and Ukraine war was getting pretty intense around then, and that caused a lot of instability in the markets and especially Bitcoin. And then in May to June 2022, there's more crashing happening. It had a significant pullback around 50%. This was around the time that the Terra Luna shitcoin, stablecoin, whatever you want to call it, erupted and crashed down significantly and set off a chain reaction of events that pulled the price back pretty substantially. And then towards the end of 2022, in around November, it crashed down like over 25%. And that was a lot to do with the FTX debacle that happened, all that craziness. Moving on to 2023, in March, it had about a 25 or so percent drop at that time. Who knows what the actual reasons are, but there was a lot of concerns about the rising interest rates again and just a general bad vibe in the space. And then in August 2023, there was another 25+% drop as well. And 2024 has had a few pullbacks, but nobody knows what's going to happen, not even a day from now, let alone weeks or months or years from now. As the great Matt Odell would say, stack sats and stay humble. Peace.